You ever have that feeling like you're just stuck on a treadmill? You know, you work hard, you get that paycheck, and then the whole cycle just starts all over again. It's like Groundhog Day, but with spreadsheets. But what if I told you there's a completely different way to think about all this? Today we're going to dig into a really powerful concept. Getting wealthy isn't about working harder. It's about building something that works for you.
Yeah, and that quote really nails it. The key to real, actual freedom isn't about grinding yourself to dust with endless effort. No way. It's about being smart enough to design these quiet machines. We call them assets. You build them once, and they just keep paying you forever. I mean, think about it. These are the engines that are running in the background while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're just, out living your life.
So let's talk about this time for money trap. Because honestly, most of us are caught in this loop, and we don't even realize it. From day one, we're taught that the way to make a living is to trade our time for a paycheck. And it feels normal, right? It even feels like the responsible thing to do. But, and this is a big but, it's a trap. It's a system that, by its very design, puts a hard ceiling on your freedom.
Okay, so let's get real for a second. Ask yourself this, and be honest. If you stopped working for just 1 month, what would happen? For most people, the answer is pretty terrifying, right? If your income completely depends on you showing up every day, then your freedom isn't really yours. It's borrowed. The moment you step away, the whole thing can just collapse. This question really hits home just how fragile an income is when it's tied directly to you.
And that leads us to this massive, crucial mental shift. It's time to stop seeing yourself as just a worker, the person who is the source of the income. Instead, you need to start seeing yourself as a financial architect. You're not the worker bee anymore. You're the designer of the entire hive, the designer of income systems. Trust me, this one change in perspective, it changes absolutely everything.
So let's break this down. It really comes down to two paths in life. You've got path one, the worker's path. Here, you work for money. Your earning potential is totally capped by your time and your energy. If you stop, well, the money stops too. Simple as that. But then there's path two, the builder's path. This is where money starts working for you. You invest your time upfront to create systems, and those systems become the source of income, earning for you around the clock 24/7.
And look, let's be super clear here. This isn't some anti-work message. Not at all. Hard work is noble, it's honorable, but effort by itself just creates these little moments of income. It's the systems that create true, lasting freedom. That's what gives you real ownership over your own time.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, what exactly are these systems? What are these engines we keep talking about that are supposed to earn for us? Great question. Let's get into the practical side of things, the actual blueprint, and see how this all comes together. All right, first things first. Let's define what an asset even is. And honestly, it's way simpler than people make it out to be. Just forget all the complex financial jargon. An asset is defined by just one thing. Which direction is the money flowing? If something puts money into your life consistently, bam, that's an asset. And of course, the opposite of that is a liability. That's anything that takes money out of your life. Getting this distinction crystal clear is a total game changer. That fancy car that has you making payments every month, that's a liability, draining your bank account. But a simple little rental property that sends you a check every month, that's an asset. See the difference? It all comes down to cash flow. So when we talk about building real, lasting wealth, it's kind of like building a house. You need a solid foundation, right? And that foundation has three main parts. First, you need cash flow. This is for your immediate income, the money that shows up whether you're working or not. Think rental properties or digital products. Second, you need appreciation. These are assets that grow in value over time, like good real estate or index funds. And third, you need protection. This is what stabilizes your wealth, things like gold or insurance, so you can weather any storm. You really need all three of these to become financially unshakable.
Okay, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. This all sounds great, but I don't have a ton of money to just start buying assets. And listen, that is the single biggest myth out there. Building wealth isn't about having a giant pile of cash to start with. It's about having a better strategy. I mean, look at this. $20. A small amount, right? But $20 invested consistently isn't just $20. It's so much more. It's a seed. It's the blueprint for a totally new financial life. What this proves is that it's the rhythm of consistency, not the size of the initial investment, that really builds wealth in the long run.
And you know what? In today's world, your most valuable currency might not even be money. It's probably your time and your creativity. You can build some incredibly powerful assets with almost zero startup cash. Think about it. A YouTube channel, a blog that gets traffic, a digital product, an audience you build online, any of these. What you're really doing is packaging your own unique knowledge and skills into one of those quiet machines we talked about, something that works for you. So what's the magic ingredient here? What's the quiet force that takes all these small, consistent actions and turns them into these extraordinary, massive results? Well, it's compounding. And this is huge. It's not just about money. Compounding is a philosophy for growth that you can apply to pretty much every part of your life. And this timeline, this visualizes the journey perfectly. Look at year 1. The growth is almost invisible. It feels like you're going nowhere, and honestly, it's super discouraging. Then by year 5, you can see the curve just starts to bend upward. This is the danger zone. This is where most people give up, literally right before the magic is about to happen. But if you can just push through and stay consistent, that's when the growth becomes explosive. It becomes unstoppable.
This is such a powerful way to think about it, isn't it? The wealthy don't race against the clock. They walk with it. You see, most people view time as an enemy, something they're always racing against. But people who build real wealth, they see time as their single greatest ally, because compounding turns every single passing moment into a force that's working for you, not against you.
And really, this is what it's all about. This is the core of the whole thing. The true goal here isn't about luxury cars or fancy watches. It's not about buying more stuff. It's about buying back your life. It's about getting to a place where you have the freedom to make choices based on what you want to do, not what you're forced to do out of desperation. Ultimately, it's about owning the hours you have.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Every single day, your time and your energy are building something. There's no doubt about that. The only question you have to ask yourself is it building your freedom?